forward to being at our scrimmage here shortly. We've had to back it up just a tiny bit, but yeah, I tell you, I really like the progress that our kids have made this fall.
Will you still be directing the scrimmages in the Little World Series in the coming weeks, or will that be turned over to the staff?
Well, I can tell you, I'll be part of it today. After today, we'll make some decisions tonight. But we will move forward. I will answer that like my really good friend Patrick Mann would. I would say that's a great question. And we will address that this evening, but certainly I will be there today.
John, regarding the baseball position opening, I know you can't talk about it, but Andy Canizero, how do you know him? Where's that relationship kind of come from?
Andy is a person that I've known for a while. I think he's an outstanding person. I think he's an outstanding coach. And I might revisit the subject of that gentleman here at some point, but not just right now.
Hey, Coach, it seems like the trend for these kind of positions is someone with a marketing or PR background, like a Scott. You are kind of old school, strictly athletic background. Who do you plan to lean on for some of the marketing, PR aspects, or is your wife going to go to school for that?
Well, I can tell you, I majored in English literature at Mississippi State University. I can't think of anything better to prepare you for something like this. And I did get a master's degree in sport management at the University of Missouri. I can tell you that I don't think anything can prepare you for the experience that you have with young men over the course of 25 years and young women. And I certainly think it's a blessing to have kids, my own children in college right now, because it has really changed my perspective about the way we treat young people in college and what they're going through and the experiences that they're having. So, yeah, I'm not, probably didn't answer your question very well, but yeah, I feel like my background is pretty linked in with what we're going to try and do at Mississippi State.
Ray Tanner made the transition from baseball to the administration side. Did you seek him out during this process, or did you have any questions for him?
Yeah, I consider Ray to be a really good friend, and Ray has been a great source of information for me. Ray is one of those special people. I think he's done a great job at South Carolina, certainly one of the great college baseball coaches of all time. So, yeah, certainly he's somebody that I've spoken to and somebody who's given me some great information.
John, obviously you have a natural affection for the baseball program. How do you go from being in charge of that program to being in charge of all the programs and all the athletes?
You know, that's another great question, and certainly, you know, if I was a coach at Mississippi State, that would be of concern. But more than that, I love our baseball program, but more than that, I love Mississippi State University. And I'm there to serve our coaches in all of our sports, all of our student athletes, all of our student body. You know, I have the great privilege of speaking on this campus a great deal, and when I approach young people on this campus, I always tell them the same thing. Our administration at Mississippi State, Dr. Keno, has provided all of these opportunities, all these incredible experiences on the campus. Take advantage of those. We want all these kids to take advantage of that. So, we want to provide the best experience we can for our student athletes, and we want them to take advantage of everything we have to offer, and certainly that's going to evolve over time. That's part of the responsibility of being the athletic director. You have to understand what's next for all of our coaches, and the line of communication is going to be critical. So we look forward to engaging all of our student athletes, you know, obviously not just baseball.
John, you answered the why you want to do this. When did the idea that John Cohen could be an athletic director come to your mind? Was it before Scott left? Was it immediately after? When did that notion kind of pop in your head?
You know, I think it's always been in the back of my mind. I think that I'm going to tell you a quick story. I think Scott Strickland read this out. We were playing a doubleheader at Auburn my senior year. And there was a little skinny sports information guy. He couldn't weigh more than 120 pounds. His name was Scott Strickland. This little freshman guy who was helping out. And we had a rain delay. Scott Strickland came up. He said, John, hey, what do you want to do? What's next for you? I said, well, I'd love to play professional baseball. I'd love to make it to the big leagues one day. But I would love to be an athletic director. And I said, Scott, did I really say that? He goes, oh, yeah. Because That's exactly what I wanted to do too. So yeah, I wanted to do this for a long time. But the baseball part was a thrilling opportunity. It's something I wanted to do also. You know, I feel like I've been blessed in so many ways. I've gotten just the 2 opportunities of a lifetime. I don't know if anybody deserves what's been presented to me, but I'm most appreciative.
Hey, Coach, in the back. Congratulations. When February rolls around and that first pitch is thrown out at Duty Noble and you won't be in the dugout, what feelings are going to go through your head? What's going to go through your mind at that
Well,
point?
contrary to public opinion, I'm human. I'll think about that. I will think about that, and I'll be cheering for those kids just like I'll be cheering for all of our student athletes. But I'll think about that. There'll be a part of me that will miss being in that dugout. But I think about all the other opportunities that I'll have. You know, like Van Studerman right there. Maybe she'll let me sit in her dugout. Van just does such a tremendous job at Mississippi State. I love watching her teams practice. I love watching all of our teams practice. You know, it's funny, when we get into November, December, and we send our kids home for Christmas break after finals, I just love watching as many practices and as many teams as possible, right? Because I feel like it's such a great learning experience for me. And I've been able to do that for a long time, and I really enjoy watching Van's teams practices. Coach Ben Howland's team, I love watching them practice. Big Schaefer's teams. It's just really neat to see the trajectory we're on here at Mississippi State and the neat things that are happening.
John, when did you sign the contract, and what are the terms of it?
You know what? I'm not sure that I could answer that. I signed it the second it was put in front of me. I'm not even sure if my name was on it. The terms of my contract, I'm not 100% sure. I did sign it. But just thrilled for the opportunity. And you know, Dr. Keenum has been extremely kind in every way knowable. So I wish I could be more explicit, but I really don't know.
John, with the transition and all, how does this impact the timeline of the new Duty Noble and all of that, those plans that are still going on?
Yeah, we're certainly full speed ahead with all of our athletic department projects, and that's one of them. We need to raise a little bit more money, so maybe we'll distribute some buckets here at the short term, but we're going to raise some money. We're going to start construction of Duty Noble immediately after our season, and that'll be a big part of our responsibility. And I mentioned that to our team. I said, hey, I can't wait to go out and fundraise for the entire athletic department, but also for the Duty Noble project. It's exciting to look out there every day and see that monster of a frame that's going to house our new scoreboard, which is going to be the largest in college baseball. Just seeing the beginnings of that, I think it's a thrill for all of our fans and everybody in the athletic department. So we can't wait to see that happening in several areas of our athletic department, but also in baseball.
John, you talked about, playing at Mississippi State and wanting to be the AD back then, or AD back then. Now that you've got it, now that you're there, what would John Cohen now tell John Cohen back then about the journey?
I would tell young John Cohen, you really don't even know what an AD is. Because I didn't. You really don't. You have to be in the middle of our business for a while to understand that. My appreciation for Scott Strickland, Greg Byrne, Mitch Barnhart, who I didn't mention before, who was a mentor to me at the University of Kentucky. Mitch is as big a reason for me wanting to be part of this as anybody. Mitch really took me under his wing. And I think I would tell young John Cohen, you got a long way to go, and instead of speaking, just try listening a little bit more. And I think that's one of the things I've tried to do my entire professional career is listen to people who really know what they're doing, because they're there for a reason. And I've been very, very fortunate to be around some incredible mentors.
What are your top 2 or 3 priorities?
Well, priority number 1, of course, is baseball coach. That's absolute priority number 1. Priority number 2 is to communicate with everybody in the athletic department and let them know I'm available to them. There might be some student athletes in our department who aren't aware of John Cohen or who have never shaken my hand. we're gonna solve that in the near distant future, and we're really gonna make ourselves available to everybody in the athletic department and the university and beyond.
One more question.
You mentioned a couple times, working a lot with Strickland, Byrne, athletic directors over the year. What are some of the things you worked on? What was your role, and what was sort of the reason that you wanted to be a part of those things?
Well, I love writing things down. I love researching. I love listening to folks talk about things that really matter. And I was involved in some discussions about certain hirings or certain decisions that had to be made within the framework of the athletic department or policy or things of that nature. It's crazy because I still have notes that I took 8 years ago when I was in meetings with Greg Byrne and Scott Strickland and probably Dr. Keenum. So, yeah, that means we have a lot of those pieces of paper around our house. Yeah, so that's good. But again, I really appreciate the question. I appreciate all of you being here. If we can help you in any way, please let us know. This is a great day for the Cohens, and I can't tell you how much your support means to us. Thank you very much.